Now the next step is to iron the interfacing to the back of the collar, so that way when you sew the pieces together, the collar doesn't fall apart and get ragged against your neck of the fireman's coat. So that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm attaching the interfacing. Interfacing is this very light webby stuff. It feels kind of scratchy, a little bit scratchy. On one side, there are lots of little tiny bumps. Can you see them? That's what adheres or sticks to the fabric. On the other side, there are not bumps. It's very smooth. Can you see the difference? In order to stick it to the fabric, we have to use an iron. The iron's pretty hot. It's not too hot, but it's hot enough that if I touched it, it would burn my fingers. So I have to be a little careful when I do this step. So I'm going to take out the fabric. Remember, this is the back of the firefighter's outfit that goes underneath the collar where your neck goes. The part around your neck of your clothes is called the collar. So there's two pieces of fabric here. So I'm separating the pieces. I want to iron it first to make sure the fabric is very smooth. And then I need to adhere the interfacing on the back of the fabric. Can you see what I'm doing? Oops, it's a little bumpy, huh? It's kind of hard to line it up. And then I have the dot bumpy side down against the fabric. Now I'm going to take my iron. It's not quite right there. Do you see there's a little bit of white sticking over and it's on the ironing board and not on the red? I want as much of it on the red as I can. That looks pretty good. Now I'm going to take the iron and I'm going to press the fabric to the interfacing. I'm kind of ironing and pushing at the same time. It's hard to iron when you're holding an iPad. And that's going to make it stick. Kind of like paste makes things stick on paper. Now after I adhere the interfacing to the fabric like this, I flip the fabric over and I iron on the right side to make sure it's very, very stuck, because I don't want it coming apart when I'm trying to sew it. And now I can pick it up and look. It is one piece. It does not come apart. Although if I pulled on it really hard, I could get it apart, but I don't need to do that. So there are the pieces for the collar to put on your firefighter outfits. After I finish attaching the interfacing, fusing the interfacing, the next part will be starting to sew the coats together.